Hey guys, good evening. Guys, today we are going to discussing about that push Docker images to Nexus repository. So what does it mean here? We are yesterday last class what we discussed, we created as a private Docker registry and we push the images to private Docker registry. Now today what we are going to use the Nexus, like as earlier we used the Docker hub, then private repository, then this time we are going to use the Nexus to push the Docker images. Okay. Now for this what we are going to do, we're going to install this Nexus in our Ubuntu server. Okay, that Ubuntu server you must take the T2 medium instance. T2 medium. Okay, T2 medium instance you should be take. The next we are going to install this and we are going to create a repository, Docker repository in this instance, and then medium instance. Okay, and then next we are going to push our Docker images to this repository. For this, what are the things we do? This is the remotely we are going to connect it. Like what does it mean here? Let's say I have my Docker host mission, like as where we are going to write a Docker files, building the Docker images and all. And I have a repository for pushing the Docker images for the another repository. Let's say this is my Nexus repository or Docker Progress repository, whatever it may be. Okay, Nexus repository, whatever it may be. If you are using remotely, whatever in the other than this host mission, what you do, you must be create a insecure repository in this your host mission. Here in this path of like as etc in this Docker host mission etc slash docker slash daemon.json file. Here we need to create a insecure repository for this URLs of this Docker missions. What are this mission public IP port, which port is running on the Docker repository? Those we are going to configure in this JSON file. That's we are going to do this. Now create the image here and push two images to this Nexus repository. Okay. Now let's say that first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a new mission, launch instance. I'm going to take one Ubuntu server here. You can take anything, okay, your wish. And here I'm going to take medium instance because of you must have the at least 4 GB RAM for to run this instance. Okay, let's run this. And the next add storage, it's a 8 GB is enough for me. And if you want to create a tag here, let's say name Nexus Docker. Then just I'm going to creating a name for this server is Nexus Docker. Just here I'm going to create a launch here. This 22 port I will allow for the later on for this, which is the port my required. Okay, just launch instance here. Let's go for this mission. Let's once connected. Meanwhile, I'm going to open this installation documentation of Nexus in the Ubuntu mission, which we created already, because we already discussed this is when we are in the Jenkins time, right? The same thing again. Okay, just I'm going for installation steps very fast here. I won't take much time to installation here. Okay, let me connect this mission with this and connect the mission. And the next I'm going to update this. Any new libraries will be there, new update will update. And the next, the Java I'm going to install here, JRE. Because of Nexus is a Java. Then I'm going to go for OPT folder. Then after I downloaded the Nexus tar file. And then I'm going to download from this Nexus tar file 3.16 version. And if you have latest version, just take copy that URL and paste it here. Download, then extract that tar file. then rename in the folder name like as opt nexus this version. Without version I'm going to make it the nexus. Okay, and the next I'm going to creating a new user, sudo add user nexus. I'm going to creating one new user, that is the nexus user. Okay, now create a password for that user, nexus. I'm going to terminate this because of I'm mistake here. Full name, phone number, enter, yes, then enter. Okay. The next, change the password for like as add this nexus user into this sudo's file, and the next here I'm going to add any line your wish you can add without asking any password for this, no password for this user. Okay, because of I'm going to running here only, sorry, this is an editor, control X, Y, yes, save it. Okay, save the file. The next, give the permission for this folder, nexus folder to as a nexus user. Then give it this permission also. Let's see in this folder what are the things are there. LSF LTR with nexus and sonotype nexus. First I will give the nexus permission, and if you want to can give this sonotype also. Now here we are going to do this as a these two folders for nexus as a user. Okay, earlier it was the root user, now it was the earlier it was the root user having these two folders, and now we are changing this permission to the nexus user. Okay, the next, open this file. By default it has the file, it's a commented one line. Okay, now let's uncomment it this line and then write a which user created that username here, what are the name you created. Okay, and the next, then what do you do, let's say make it a boot time link, soft link I'm going to create it here. This is the where we are going to create the links. Okay, like this is the folder and bin folder nexus executable file, I make it into the etc init nexus. Okay, like what will happening when you booting time init.d files, what are the files we put in init.d. Now those will be starting for when you booting the your instance. Okay, then switch to the nexus user. Then password for nexus user just now created. Now I switch to the nexus user here, and the next, start the nexus now. Starting nexus and check here, it should be run on this. By default is the nexus server port is at 8081, right? It should be up. Okay, meanwhile what I do, I'm going to add this into the security group of this mission 8081. Okay, inbound role, edit 8081. And even though I'm going to add one more port here, like as let's say any port, like as this is for HTTP port, I'm going to make it low. I'm going to use this is for later purpose. I'll tell you where I'm going to use this. Remember 8085 also I'm allowing here. Okay, any port whatever it may be here, which we are going to create it in the Nexus repository. That just again I don't want to come back here, that's why I'm going to create in the 8085. No, this is a Nexus server. Now check it here again one more time, the port is listening or not. Now it's listening, right? Now access the Nexus server now. Any public DNS or public IP, take it. Okay, and default username password is what? admin123 for this Nexus server. Fine, go for login this, sign in, and here the default username password we are going to use for admin123. just sign in here. Good. The next, go to settings here and then create a repository, one repository here. If we earlier we use this for what? To push the Maven artifacts, right? That time we selected for what? This is the Maven 2 hosted. Now here we are going to use for what? Docker hosted. Okay, but because of we are pushing the Docker images, right? Docker hosted, and give this is the repo for what? Let's say my application like as we any repo, okay, my app repo something I given this. And the next we are going to create HTTP connection, the specified port number to push the images. Okay, I'm going to select this HTTP, and then here that port which I allow just to write, I'm going to use that port here. Okay, like as which is the HTTP port, by randomly you can pick up anything, then you can give this here. Okay, if you are using like as password with like HTTPS SSL certification based, then you can click this and allow the port 43 port, like whatever you want. Okay, the next here is you must be allowable this. Why we use that, right? When you use the Docker private repository and you want to push or pull or delete or any images through private repository, we use that v2 slash like as catalog, and then like as manifest Docker image name slash list. Those we are going to use, right? That is the API for REST API. That is for we are allowing that API here. And the blob storage default as it is. Okay, because I'm not using any external storage to store the images. Okay, just clean up also now. The next, create a repository now. Just create a repository. See which we create a repository, right? Just fine. And guys, here one thing should be remembered here. Okay, now you must go for realms here in this realms. Okay, and you must move this Docker VRA token realm to this realm option to the in the active section, or else you never able to log in this Docker repository. Okay, you must be moved to the this Docker VRA token realm to here. Okay, fine, that's cool. Let's save this file, save the settings, and once the save, then go to our Docker host mission. Okay, let me go to Docker host mission. Meanwhile, I'm opening this Docker private repository, which we are going to use the previous documentation. Docker private registry, yes, for the JSON purpose. Okay, the simple one line of JSON, I'm going to use this. Now go here, take this is the Docker instance we are using. Now connect this, copy this, I'm going this path where my keys are located. Okay, let's connect this. Just I'm checking this mission space. This maximum it is over. Okay, just I'm going to clean up these things. Docker container, right? Docker images purge. Let's say not purge, root. Okay, right. You can use for system tool. I'll get here some space to store things. Okay. It's a cleanup process. Okay, this is for nothing to do this. Okay, the next, let's see something. I don't have a space in this mission. That's let's even the same 190 MB, right? Okay. Then what I do, I'm going to see here images. That's what I do here. Let's Docker RMI. I'm going to add this to, I'm going to remove all the images here. Docker image. This time Docker images. Docker images. Okay. Because if anything is needed, I'm going to pull these images. Okay. And that's fine here. Okay, this is what repository must be at the lowercase anything. In this file, okay. This whatever we see the Docker images here. Okay, I have only one because of it's running on this. That's why it's unable to delete this image one. Fine. The next, see this space. Like last time when you are running, this is the lowest space, right? Now we have this available for the 4.0 GB in your system, right? Cool. The next, what I do, I'm going to like as download for any image as of now. Okay, like as what are the custom images we created earlier on it, whatever I want, we can create it. And then just I'm going to download the small image here. Okay, small alpha Linux I'm going to download. This is image I'm going to create here. I'm going to push this image to the my Nexus repository. Okay, and you want to push this, you should be like as how it be image name. Earlier you want to push the Docker hub, you should have the repository like as your username as in front of the image and the slash your repository image and then colon. If you want any label tags you want to create, you can create the tags, right? Like this, right? When you want to create a new image on existing image using the Docker tag. And the next, this is the image name for Docker hub purpose we created, right? Like a source is what, let's say if you say alpha, then next this is a alpha, and if you want to create any version that you wish, right? This is the way we are going to creating the Docker tag and we are pushed to the Docker hub, right? These images, I guess what are the image source and image 2 we need to rename, like as or else we need to create the new tag for existing image. We are going to use this. Now how we are going to creating now Docker tag, let's say alpha to this Docker, like as where we install this Docker Nexus, right? That mission public IP here, that mission public IP, take this, and then next earlier we use for the local host or else any private repository that IP, right? Now the same. And here which port is allowing this Docker images to push 8085 slash, not for, we don't need to give this, here is the Nexus port number 8081. This is the port we are allowing for to push the images, that port. And the next create this image here alpha, and the next going to be, if you want to can give the tags also that you wish. Okay, like as label, copy this, and I'm going to creating this image. Okay, let's see the Docker images. Now our image ready. Now can able to push this image to Nexus repository, Docker push, and I'm going to push this. Okay, it will push or not? Confirm me guys, anyone? It won't push, right? Because of, if you create any insecure repositories, you must be create the one JSON that should be in under CD etc. By default it won't be available, okay, in this any Docker installation. Oh, Docker. Okay, in this path we have a create a one daemon.json file here. Sudo va daemon.json. Okay, let's create a one daemon.json. Here what you need to do, here you must be create the insecure repository URLs here. Okay, let's say this. If you are using private repository, that private repository URL you need to give, or else here for Nexus, right? Here what we are going to give, this public IP of this Nexus mission, public IP of Nexus mission, and then which port we are allowing, right? 8085, that port we need to give here. And this is the setting for array. Okay, if you have the multiple repositories, like as I'm going to use for the one private repository, one Nexus or anything, just give that comma separated, and then we can give the another repository URL here. Okay, it's array. Okay, you can give a number of comma separated. That's good. Now this is only one. Once you added the daemon.json, and you must be restart the Docker. Okay, or else it won't affect these changes. Okay, system, let's say systemctl or else service, whatever it may be, systemctl Docker restart, control A, sudo. sorry, restart Docker, right? Not service. This is right. Restart Docker. Fine, cool. The next, what we do? Let's push this image. It will gonna push or not. Okay. Now here, what you do? No basic auth credentials. You need to provide for the login this repository. Then, if you want login, which command we are going to use? Docker login. And what is the username? Username is the Nexus username is admin, and I'm going to give the password admin123. And the next, you must give this URL here. This is the URL I'm going to be logging this. If you're not giving this URL, what it think? It thinks for this Docker Hub by default. Okay. Now we got a login succeeded for this mission. Now just try to push this image. Okay. Now we are going to push and go and see that the Nexus repository. Go for Nexus repository and then go browse here. Browse the your repositories. And the next my repos, and see here this image we are going to be push that, right? This under my repo, only one my repo we have the tags here, and this is the first one tag just we push. And if you are create any images, like as what are the images you pushed, and everything we are going to be pushed to here. Like for example, we push lot of images, right? Like say what are the Docker Hub images we have, just download and push it also. One second. And whatever we have that images, right, that which we previously pushed that images, we can use any images to download. And let's say no dolphin, and it should be retag this. Okay, this is for, let's try, I'm going to rename this. What are the tags we have here? Only v1 and then right. And if you want, you can copy this here directly. This is a very big size, right? You can push for any images that's trying to push for you, like, okay, for example, this Docker, and then tag this, tag to I guess name, any name you wish, you can do this, and you can push this. Now it goes to this image also. Okay, and go on refresh for Nexus repository. This is repository also is enabled to. I should be refresh in the main here itself. There is in here refresh, okay, option. You can refresh here. This is for orphan. This is for orphan image, and this is for the node orphan. This is another image. This is a new image for the inside this v2 repo. This is the API. Under this API, this is the one image we pushed, and another one is this is for blocks, like as what are the, like as IDs for which we images we pushed. Clear, guys?